One of the most common realities for so many immigrants living in the UK right now is the sense of feeling trapped. I've spoken with quite a number of immigrants who are currently living here in the UK, and one of the things that's quite common to each and every one of them is the fact that they feel they've got no exit plan. They feel they've got, they're actually trapped in this country and they've got no idea on what exactly to do next on, their future plans. And yeah, many of them are really not just happy for so many reasons. And it's quite a challenging time, especially now in the UK, whereby most people who are currently on the post-study visa are finding it difficult to get a job. Even those who have got a job, they have certain restrictions on what they could get access to, and with childcare responsibilities, financial obligations. Trust me, most people are feeling a little bit trapped. And in as much as a couple of people are feeling a little bit trapped, that doesn't mean that there are no immigrants, or there are not a couple of immigrants who are actually living the best life. So now these are some of the things that people don't really put into consideration when they're planning to travel abroad. And those who are currently in the UK, they find it difficult to accept that reality, based on their personal circumstances. They see other people making lots of money, living the life, and why they on the other hand they feel, why are they not experiencing the same thing? Why do they feel so trapped? Why are they not living the abroad lifestyle? Why are they not very much comfortable like their counterpart living, or the counterpart they're working together? Now, these are some of the things that people don't really talk about, and why feeling the sense of the sense of being trapped can actually take away your joy. Honestly, I've spoken with so many people who actually feel are experiencing that, and I felt let's talk about this. If you're a certain age, there's certain expectations that you shouldn't have if you're coming to live abroad at a particular age, and different personal circumstances that I'm going to be talking about in this video. If you want to hear more about this, don't go anywhere, keep watching to the end. And if you're coming across the channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Moving abroad, whether the UK, Canada, or the US, at a certain age comes with a couple of restrictions. Now, one of the individual I spoke with, is currently in his mid 40s, and we had a conversation. He moved into the UK last year, and being in his mid 40s, he's got a child. I think his first child is about 17 years old, and got other kids also, who are also teenagers. And one of the things that he's been struggling with since he came into the UK was, of course, the first thing everyone struggle with is the cost implication of living here. Having to pay bills, having to, sort out a lot of financial obligations, which everybody, is a common denominator for everyone living here. However, we started having some conversations about what exactly is the future plan. Now, this was one of the things that actually, made him contact me, and for us to kind of explore the options available for him and what he can actually do going forward. Now, having a child who is 70 years old, meaning it means that the child will be entering uni next year. And so one of the conversation has been, so his child is going to be 18 this year actually. So he's currently 17, will be 18 this year. And the question has been, what is going to be the next plan? How is he going to get into the universities? And for those who are currently in the UK, we all know that the status of a child is dependent on the parents' immigration status. So it means that because the father doesn't have British citizenship, the child is also not doesn't have access to public funds. So now the child will be 18 this year and needs to go to uni, and the question is, how is he going to survive paying the massive amount of money international students are paying for tuition fee, and is still able to pay up the family's financial obligations? And I mean, it was a lot of stuff that is stressing him out, and I wanted to kind of explore the different options available. So now this particular individual, even if he is able to save up enough money, I mean, if he's doing a master, an undergraduate program here in the UK, an average at international study, an average of about 12 to 15,000 pounds is the tuition fee per year. Now, this particular person is in his mid 40s, and thinking about paying such an amount of money annually for the child's tuition fee is mind blowing. And coupled with the fact that the conversation about getting a mortgage might not even be in the picture at the moment, because I don't know, depending on how much you're earning per month, which I think an immigrant who recently came into the UK will probably not be able to earn that much, and having to pay such an amount of money on tuition fee annually, the chances of the family being able to save up enough money for mortgage in the nearest future is going to be very low. And it's really a lot of concern for him, and he doesn't want the child to feel left behind and not being able to do anything. So if you have someone that's been in that kind of scenario before, please state your thoughts in the comment section what the man can do. But in my own opinion, I think if he can afford this, it means that the child just needs to go to work and wait until the family gets like an indefinite leave to remain or get a British citizenship before he can actually plan getting to go into uni, because the cost of international student compared to home student is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I had a friend that had the same scenario, although her dad was already a citizen when she came, but because of some reasons, she couldn't get a British passport until after 2 years. And what the father told her was that, see, I can't afford to pay your tuition for as an international student, so you have to wait for 2 years before you can go to uni. And she wasn't happy at that time. I remember jumping on the call with her. I was also barely few weeks in the UK at that time, and she wasn't happy with the decision, but she had no choice because she couldn't afford to pay it herself. So she waited until 2 years when she got her British passport, and then she applied to uni as an home student. She got loads of benefits. According to her at that time, I think the government was paying her about £9,000 annually for accommodation alone. So she had loads of benefits she got from the home office. I remember she was working with she was working at the same place I was working at that time while I was still a student. And when we work like 2-3 times a week during holidays, sometimes 4 times 5 times a week during holidays, she only works once in 2 weeks because she doesn't really need the money because she's getting loads of benefit from the government. So I mean, our waiting actually paid off because the father didn't need to pay a dime for a tuition fee. She was able to get all of that from the government because she was already a British citizen when she finally got to uni. And that's what I told the man, say, if you're thinking of the struggle of being able to meet up with the financial obligation, I think it just makes sense for the child to wait until the family gets like British citizenship before the child can go to uni. And it's the UK. You can always go back to school at any time. You're ready. So now that's one of the issues that the family actually facing at the moment. And the next issue is conversation about mortgage. Now, because of the huge amount of money they're paying on rents, which is quite close to what they would be paying, as mortgage, and they felt, oh, it's time for us to buy a house. What exactly are the limitations? And we had a conversation with the mortgage advisor. And one of the challenges is the fact that the age of the man is close to, I mean, just a couple of years, few years to retirement age in the UK, and so many banks that we spoke to were not willing to give the mortgage. Now, some of them who are willing to give the mortgage are saying that the duration on the mortgage would be extremely short. So for example, for someone like myself, I got my mortgage at the age of 20. I was 28 at that time. Yeah, I was 28, and at that particular age you can get a mortgage as far as 30 years. Some banks were even willing to offer the mortgage for 35 years. Now, if you in your late 40s, it means that the chances of you getting a mortgage, obviously 30 years is not an option. So it means that you probably get a mortgage of like 15 years, roughly 15 years. And if you're getting a mortgage of 15 years, it means that your monthly payment is going to be extremely high. Your deposits will also be, massive also. And this is one of the challenges the family actually facing, because the wife's also in a mid 40s also, so they've got loads of setback, loads of rejections from banks when it comes to like mortgage, and they're required to pay. I think one of the banks we spoke to asked him to pay 40%. Is it 40% or 35% of the value of the property before they can provide a mortgage for the duration of 15 years, just because of their earning capacity. And honestly, it's really, really can be difficult. And people who come into the UK at a very late age, these are some of the realities, or some of the realities you need to actually embrace and live with. And some people who are finding it difficult to embrace this reality, they are feeling some sense of setback, and as if they're actually not achieving a whole lot here in the UK. So yeah, let me hear your thoughts about people who came into the UK at the later part of their life, and how are they able to navigate the whole challenges that comes with moving into the UK late. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, do not to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, Thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.